It's Ron Holbert from Orlando, Florida. It is
Ma, go back
June,
office, go back office, go find out.
Okay.
June 17th of 2022, and you're attending Friday Night Live. We have 217 people right now, growing, and just a couple of days left, folks. Are we still excited? Hey, raise your hand. Are we excited? Yeah. All right. All right. I'm excited. I'm sure everybody else is. So let me introduce you to my beautiful co-host from St. Petersburg, Florida, Lynn Nakamoto. Go ahead, Lynn.
Thank you, Ron, my co-host. Marty, can you pass the host to me when you have time? Thank you. All right, tonight we have a great topic for all of you, and we hope that you learn from it. We're excited about the topic. The OTech pros planned this extensively, and everybody knows what they're going to talk about. So we're going to be talking about OnPassive, the leader in digital transformation. It's a very broad topic, but you're going to see why we all should be very excited that we are in OnPassive. So we're going to begin with our OTech pros. We have 4 of them as usual today. And we're going to begin with Bob Takusi, who is going to talk about compliance and give you an overview of digital transformation. Go ahead, Bob.
All right. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Ron, Brother Marty, all our founders. It's good to be here. Greetings from Bel Air, Maryland. I'm speaking from the beautiful Bel Air, Maryland. As Lynn said, our topic tonight is digital transformation. It's a bold topic. We said OnPassive is the leader of digital transformation. That is a very bold statement. But let me start by, giving you a definition of what digital transformation really is. And then we're going to explain and, put it in context with OnPassive and our founder. So digital transformation is the process of using digital technology to create or modify existing business processes, culture, and customer experience to meet the changing business and market requirements. So when I read this definition for the first time, Mr. Ash Mufareh and OnPassive, I just saw Ash Mufareh and OnPassive written all over this definition. So let's take it over again. Digital transformation is the process of using digital technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning. What is OnPassive? That's our core. That's the underlying layer of our infrastructure, is artificial intelligence to create or modify existing processes. Mr. Ash has consistently told us that we are augmenting what we have currently in the market. We are building better systems, better products, so that businesses can use to, augment their processes. Culture, create or modify processes or culture. Remember, OnPassive is one of the companies that I know that is customer oriented. Our focus is to make sure we give the best value to the customer for the least price. Hence the statement, correction to the corruption. That is what it truly means, that we are not going to be the regular business that comes in and wants to suck as much as we can from the customers. No, on the contrary, we want to be the company that gives the most to the customers and then just get enough back in return for us to be sustainable. And then it also talks of giving the customer a customer experience. Our products are the best. Remember, they are superior. The superiority of our products will give our customers what we call an exhilarating experience. When the customers use our products, they want to use each and every single one of our ecosystem. Remember, OnPassive is a complete digital solution. We are building this solution so that the rest of the world, customers and our service providers as well, they will use these products within our digital ecosystem to do what? To do digital transformation of their own system. So we are building our ecosystem. So we are a total digital solution, a total internet solution. Hence the word CATMO. Remember CATMO? So when I read this definition, CATMO is what came to my mind instantly, and our founder, Mr. Ash Mufare. What is CATMO? CATMO, a complete digital solution or digital system that is automated, integrated, powered by artificial intelligence for targeted traffic, so that the customers and us founders can make money while you sleep at all times. So when you understand that, then you know that this definition is actually defined for OnPassive and our founder, Ash Mufare. Most companies now, in fact, every company now, they should have a corporate policy which is directing them towards digital transformation. Every company, those who are not going to follow that route are going to be left behind very shortly. And that is what we are seeing around the world. Let's go to Dubai, for instance. Last December, the Crown Prince of Dubai, he made a proclamation sometime around December last year. The proclamation was that he has come up with steps to make sure that Dubai is going to be the first city in the world that's going to be 100% digital. Guess what? Guess who is in Dubai? OnPassive is right there in Dubai with our magnificent digital systems to provide not only to the city of Dubai or the country of the United Arab Emirates, but the entire region. We are in there with our digital solution to provide these services to help the entire region achieve what we call digital transformation. Because all the products that we have within our ecosystem, they are the driving force for digital transformation. Even here in the United States and some around the world, other CEOs are talking about digital transformation. The CEO of Google, sometime last year, made a statement. They are all talking about artificial intelligence, how it's going to drive digital transformation, but they are making projections. They are talking about 2024, 2025. The former CEO of IBM, Ms. Romeri, she also made a statement recently about digital transformation and artificial intelligence driving the trend, the change that is coming. But they are making projections for 2026. I was in a training not too long ago, last month. Speaker after speaker after speaker, all what they are referencing is digital transformation. But the one common theme is the projection that they are making. They're making projections. But here comes Ash Mufare. He says, no. We're going to build tomorrow's technology today. So our digital ecosystem is coming now, today, now and here, to make sure companies, those who want to start the journey towards digital transformation, they can start. So OnPassive comes in. That is why I was in support of the title of this webinar today, this meeting today, where we said OnPassive is the leader of digital transformation, because we are coming in authoritatively with the digital ecosystem that each and every customer, big or small, will need. Each and every customer, big or small, we have products, we have digital solutions that will help you transform your digital strategies for a complete business transformation. That is what OnPassive brings right now within our digital suite of products for this transformation. There was a study by some of the researchers in the University of Southern California at Berkeley, where they identified certain areas, certain industries, in fact, how digital transformation is going to impact all areas of our lives. Entertainment was one. They are projecting that with digital transformation and artificial intelligence, within the next few years, in entertainment, you and I will be able to sit down in your couch, create virtual actors, order a movie from your couch and create their own virtual actors and watch the movie. That is what digital transformation and artificial intelligence and machine learning is about to unleash to the world. Also, they also project, these USC researchers, they also project that it is going to be rare for producers, movie producers and directors to have movies that are flops, because they're going to be able to write the story, use the script of the story, put it inside an AI algorithm, a prediction algorithm, and they're going to be able to predict if that movie will be a flop or not. How great is that for the movie industry? In healthcare industry is also going to be impacted by this digital revolution, digital transformation revolution with artificial intelligence and machine learning. Doctors and patients, doctors and hospitals are now collaborating, says the study, that doctors are going to be able to use your genetic code to prescribe medication for you for whatever illness you have. So that means you are going to be treated to the specificity of your genes, who you are. So doctors are not going to be doing, you know, like you have high blood pressure or diabetes, they give you this medication for you to try. You try a few medications before you get the one that works for you. Using your genetic code and putting the diagnosis in an algorithm, they're going to be able to find the exact treatment for you. Cybersecurity is another area that this revolution, the digital transformation age and artificial intelligence is also going to be impacting. With the self-learning algorithm of AI systems, they're able to detect suspicious activity. I'm going to leave that, Brother Oliver is going to talk more about that, but cybersecurity is also another area that is impacted with this digital transformation age. They also talked about vital tasks that older folks are going to be able to live longer in their homes because of AI assistance. They're going to be able to know how much food they have at home. They're going to be able to study the house, about the movement around the house. This AI assistance is going to be able to help them. That brings me to remember what? All My Life. You think All My Life is going to fall in this category? To help these people, old people, remember everything around the house? That's a good one, vital task. And then, of course, the last one is transportation. The transportation industry will be impacted. We already have self-driving cars. Google has self-driving cars that are driving themselves right now around the world. We have self-driving trains in Europe. Trains are driving themselves all over Europe. And there's also a study right now, I think Boeing is building an airplane that is going to be self-flying. You will not need a pilot to fly it. However, they say they will need a pilot to input the data that the plane needs. So these are some of the areas that digital transformation and artificial intelligence is really going to impact. But there are also some areas within a corporation, a company that actually implements digital transformation, also has certain benefits, there are certain features that is great for the company. For instance, it empowers the employees. You know, when you transform your business, you decide to get into another stage, you decide to digitalize your whole ecosystem within your organization. It requires skills, so you also empower your employees, and that is good for not only for the corporation, but also for the employees as they enhance their skill levels. Then they also say it's also good for the customers. You know, just like the employees, customer engagement matters much because the business is going to deliver much to the customers. So the customers are going to be happy for all their expectation, everything that they want. The company is going to be able to deliver for them using these digital ecosystems that they're going to implement. And then we talk about optimizing your operations. When you implement this digital transformation, you also augment your IT infrastructure. So when you modernize it, that is good for the company because it helps you improve your overall organizational effectiveness. So the company is good as well. It's good for the company, it's good for the employees, it's good for the customers when you implement digital transformation. And lastly, they talked about services and products. Of course, we know that innovation is good for everyone. You know, it's good for your bottom line. When you innovate, you You follow the trends, the current trends in the market and the economy and everything around the world globally. It is good for your bottom line. So Brother Collins is going to also talk more about the products, how it impacts, how digital transformation impacts on passive products. But when we actually talk about digital transformation, there is one thing that goes hand in hand with digital transformation. It is called digital trust. Digital trust. It is the confidence in the integrity of the relationship, interactions, and transactions among providers and customers within an associated ecosystem. In simple terms, the trust your customers and your providers they have in the system that they voluntarily relinquish their personal information, their personal data. So privacy is the key. Protection of customer privacy is very paramount within this kind of system when we are achieving digital transformation. How we collect, how we use, how we share, how we retain, how we destroy, how we safeguard our customer information is very key. When customers have this confidence that what we are doing, you are following the right steps, you are doing the right things, you are protecting their data, you are destroying the data that you don't need, the way you share the data, the way you safeguard the data. Because our system, our ODC, on-passive data center, is going to be collecting all kinds of information. Personally identifiable information will be collected, your name, social security number, your credit card information will be collected, your health information is going to be collected. So the way the system is protected, and we achieve this digital trust through security, securing the environment where this data is being collected and being kept through security and compliance. Brother Oliver is going to talk a little bit more about security, but you have to make sure you have all the security controls, meet the necessary requirement when it comes to controlling a system, to maintaining the security of a system. You need to make sure every single level of security is met. When it comes to compliance, we have to make sure the laws of every state around country where you're collecting this data is also being met. I was very, very, very impressed on Monday when our founder said something most people did not get, because this is the area I'm in professionally. When Mr. Ash said, we have 196 countries that we can make payments to, and 120 different currencies, and 6 merchants. That was a very, very big statement. Because some merchants that I know, like Merchant Warehouse, Flagship Merchant Services, National Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they will not engage with any third party, with any other company, without going through what we call a thorough risk assessment to make sure this company that they're engaging in have the necessary security controls that in place. So when Mr. Ash said that, that gave me confidence, and that should give all of us here confidence that we have the appropriate security measures in place. Because if we don't, those companies will not. And even the 196 countries, those countries, they also have their own privacy rules and regulations that we must comply with. So for us to be able to do monetary transactions to those countries, we have to give kudos to our lawyers, all our lawyers around the world who are working day and night diligently to make sure we meet these requirements to all these countries. There are certain standard requirements that are met, privacy requirements in different countries and different regions. Like in Europe, we have GDPR, which is called the General Data Protection Regulation, which protects the data of European citizens, European data subjects. They call it European data subjects. They have strict security controls that a system that collects this privacy personal data should have. In North America and America here, we have what they call CCPA, California Consumer Protection Act. They also have their own privacy. In Massachusetts, we have something called Massachusetts Standard for the Protection of Personal Information for the Residents of the Commonwealth. In Maryland, in Canada, every country has their own. So we are compliant. So, but the beauty is when you have a system like ours, which has implemented the appropriate security controls, then we need not worry because they will pass all these standards, all these regulations that are out there. We also have HIPAA for healthcare, those protected health information. We have to, there are certain controls that you need to have in place when you're collecting patient information and stuff like that. And then in Latin America and Brazil, they have their own laws. So all these laws are being adhered to, especially, I'll end by saying, most often, what we do is we could bring an outside auditor who would review our security posture and then give us a document and attestation, which is called a SOC, Service Organization Control, a SOC report and attestation. Or there's something called PCI DSS compliance for since we collect credit cards. When we get those kinds of certifications, it helps us also to attain digital trust. So with that, I'm going to send it back to Auntie Lynn.
Thank you, Bob Takusi. That was very good. We need the confidence in OnPassive that it is going to ensure that there is security and that there is privacy. And I think we all feel good about OnPassive. It has the highest standards. So thank you very much. Next, we go on to Collins Mana, who is going to speak to us about products. Go ahead, Collins.
Yes, thank you, Lynn. Bob, you've just blown our mind. And when you were talking, I was just like, my mind was just going wandering everywhere. I just want to greet everyone here, all the founders and those who are watching. This is a very big topic, as my brother Bob said. It's massive and covers every area of OnPassive. Whatever you can think about OnPassive is about digital transformation. In a nutshell, I would not look at it as digital. I said business transformation. When you talk about digital transformation, think about the business transformation. And this is what is in our CEO, Mr. Ash mind. He thinks about the people. That's why he said the people first before the technology. If you cannot put the people first, you cannot build a better solution, right? So I would say business transformation. How do you transform the business world? By using IT technology. This is what we talk about, a digital transformation. How you want to transform. How do we see our lives in the next 10 years? When we come in our working space and you want to do something, we talked about last time, single sign-on. It's just about making our life easy. So there is really someone quote something, and I just want to read it. He said, digital transformation can only succeed when you can address the business need. If I can address Marty Digamo's need, I can transform the IT world. If I can address Chris Johnson's need, I can address the business world. That is the only time digital computer can do stuff, because you give the input and you get the value out. But you cannot give an input to a computer without understanding what the customer wants. And this is where Mr. Ash Mofara comes. Mr. Ash Mofara look at everything, the business, the products. He said, what we have out there doesn't really meet, the demands or what we really want to achieve. For instance, we look at our old staff, look at old mail. I know a lot of people go in and they send mail, they look at it, they laugh. Last night we were talking with Lynn in our little meeting. And when we sat back and look at old mail, honestly, it blows our mind. It blows our mind. This is just the MVP, minimum value product. We've not seen the complete solution. Mr. I said they'll put it behind and we'll see it. But we're talking about what we have in our back office. When we dissect it and said, now we want to look at old mail, honestly, all of us were like, my goodness, if only this, we can put this out there, people will run for it. It's about, we can talk about AI, we can talk about the code, we can talk about this. But you know what the user wants, like Chris Johnson, who is not a techie. He wants to know how I will go in, do my job effectively and come out. He doesn't care about what the technology can do. Can I do my job? Can I use Obless for crowdfunding? Yes. Can I generate money? Can I look at how many people have contributed? Yes. Would they charge me? No. That's what Cregency wants. Cregency don't care. Honestly, sometimes we talk about business, like I've been involved with customers. They tell you, can this software do what I want? Yes, that's what they want. They don't care about the technology or what the latest code or artificial intelligence. How many people can see artificial intelligence? No, it's a machine learning that runs behind. That's what we know. And we are learning this because we are founders. But actually, do we need to know it? No. What the customer want to know is, can this software do what I want to do? Can he do it from end to end? When I trigger an information, can Marty Digamo receive it? Can Marty Digamo reply to this? What happens if Marty Digamo doesn't reply? What if this doesn't happen? That is what the customer wants. They don't care about the technology. And Mr. Ashmore have answered this question perfectly. And the day this program will go out, we sat back and we're looking, we said, the day we'll come and talk about this product. We don't want to do it now, not like out of this thing, because we don't want people to know our technology. That's why we keep it. We said the Tech Pro will come out and start to dissect this product for founders to know what we have in our hands. So let's go back to digital transformation. I will go back. Let's look at our banking system, right? A lot of people used to write checks. You know, you go to your counter and you said, this is the amount of money I want, and they'll look at it. Okay, your name is Mr. X and Y. They give you the money. Now, what happened? Automation. You have your bank card. You can go and you put your card and the system will look at how much you have. They give it back to you and you say, oh, I'm happy. You don't need to go to the counter. That is digital transformation. Healthcare service, they're using machine now to diagnose disease and all of those things. You know, all of those things. These are digital transformation. We are talking about IVR system. IVR system, what does that mean? We are talking about interactive voice response. That's IVR. A lot of people don't know. When you call, you use your telephone and you call, machine is answering, interaction between you and machine. Tell you, press 1 for this, press this for that. If you want to go to this, press this. That is IVR system. How machine will read your voice and say, this is the place you want to go. First, and you used to have a lot of customer service. But now what is happening? Customer service is now disappearing and machine is taking the place of customer service, where machine can recognize you and direct you to the place you want to go. They call it IVR. They call it interactive voice response. IVR system. A lot of people have used that, but they don't even know. These are the software they build every day. And I believe on passive. We are looking at our old chart. What do we have? We have both voice and text. When you are tired and you can't read it, because sometimes we are lazy to read, the machine will read it for you. That is similar IVR system to tell you, okay, all mail is this and that, and you can listen. And if you want to mute it and read, if your eyes is not weak, you can read it. That's good. We have all of this. Mr. Ashmore have taken all our technology to another level. All our products and services to another level. Talk about data center. We're talking about laser technology on top of our data center, you know, encrypted. And what we are saying, we're talking about the laser technology will do what? Will ping your direction, identify the message you want to send, and then trigger the fiber optic to send the message, bulk message, to where you want to go, to the remote area you want to go. That is digital transformation. I can go on and on and on and on looking at our products, looking at our old staff, integrated, where you don't need to, we are talking about single sign-on. Sign one application and you get to all the environment. A key to the diamond. You open your door and you have access to everything without logging a lot. The time we are wasting, right, to log into too many applications to those who are working, they have businesses, you have to log onto A and B. You spend 30 minutes logging in. That 30 minutes now is valuable time you can use to do your job effectively by signing only one time and you get to everything. That is digital transformation we are talking about. You know, Mr. Ash have just done everything. We are talking about what? About our data center. We are talking about the new side where our scientists will sit and do what? And brainstorm. Brainstorm about new technology. You know, OnPassive is 10 years ahead of our thinking. what we are thinking now, they are already 10 years of the modern technology, built by the latest technology, everything in cloud. We're talking about our data center. Look at the way we migrate. I think Vincent will talk about this. It's a database person. We move away from cloud. You know, everything was hosted in cloud. From cloud to what? To multi-region. Multi-region to where? We move into our data center. So we have how many protection, how many layers. So whatever happens, we are still safe, all protected. Oliver will talk about the protection, security. But we are looking at the product. How easy is our product? How easy you can navigate through mail. When you compare with what is out there, and you can see the way you can, the ease you can navigate through our system and our product. You know, it is easy, but to build it is complex. Behind the code is complex to put everything together. But what digital transformation means is about how you can make our life more effective, efficient. You know, users, you know, the users, they have one thing in their mind. What you can do for me to make my, what else you can do to make my life more effective and efficient? Because we have repetitive jobs. We do it and sometimes we are fatigued. The machine will never fatigue. Sometimes you go, they can give you, come in the morning, 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock when you start your job. You are so effective and efficient. Give yourself 2 hours. You know, you go down the drain and you're going slow. But ask yourself, machine will do it in a steady speed and a steady flow. And that is where computer come to interact with human beings, to take that part we don't like to do, a repetitive job, and do it for us more effective and efficient, you know, and to make our life so easy. So I will leave it there. I can go on and on. Maybe I will sleep here, but, you know, I'm so crazy about this. Thank you, Lynn, and I'll hand it there. Thank you.
Thank you, Collins. Your excitement is very contagious to everyone here, so we love it. And I believe that OnPassive is really at the forefront. You know, it's light years ahead of other IT companies. I'm just so proud to be associated with this company. Next, we have Vincent, and he's going to be talking about the benefits of the digital transformation. Go ahead, Vincent.
Well, thank you, Angeline. Thank you, Ron, for inviting us for this wonderful webinar. And thanks all leaders here, all the OnPassive founders, and also all people who are watching us today. So thanks, Marty, to also allow us to be here. Thanks, Chris Johnson. So I would like to start with OnPassive, the leaders of digital transformation. So I know when thanks also my brother Bobs and brother Collins for this wonderful presentation, for this great webinar. So what I will mostly talk about the benefits of digital transformation. So I know digital transformation, it look very big into people's head, but something I will try also, my brother and Collins and Bob trying to break it down. I'm also trying to break it down so that people will get exactly what is a digital transformation. So I will start from the drivers. What are the drivers for the digital transformation? So when we hear about digital transformation, the first thing we need to hear about digital transformation is the principal drivers of the digital transformation. So is the technology ability to rapidly collect, generate, analyze, and transmit the data. So this is how the digital transformation drivers they will do for us. And then this is going to impact our life, our daily life. And then there will be positive impact in our life, because I know part of what I'm saying, Collins mentioned so a lot of that. So the main drivers of the digital transformation, we have artificial intelligence, which is one of our big tools in our ecosystem, because all our product ecosystem is driven by artificial intelligence. So it's one of the tools. So we have a cloud computing. When we talk about the cloud technology, is one also of the drive. We talk about also mobile technologies. Mobile technology is also one of the digital transformation drivers. We have a social media, because maybe some people will be surprised to hear that, but social media platform, they are also part of the digital transformation. And we have a next generation technology, such like Internet of Things, is also part of the digital driver. So all this dramatically change how quickly we get information. So this is the first part of that. And then I will go also another level of what are the goals for digital transformation. So why we want digital, what digital transformation is doing in our life and our daily life. So digital transformation enable us or enable all the organization to better serve its principal stakeholders. Like when we talk about customers, employees, partners, stakeholders, this is what the job, the digital transformation will do for us. The digital transformation, first of all, like Colin mentioned, is for customers. So the customers out there, they want to be happy for what the digital transformation will do for us. So the integration of the computer-based digital technology in business organization. So this help us also what the digital transformation, the goal is to increase speed to the market. So when how to deal the new product and services. So like all our ecosystem products, the customer outside there, they want to make sure that they're happy for the product. So increase also the digital transformation, increase employee productivity. So this when employers help them also do their job efficiently and quickly, and also increase the responsiveness to customer services, customer requests. So the whole fashion way to do things with digital transformation, a lot of things have changed, and then it's quick. And before we need to maybe send a letter to the post, it takes too long. But now with digital transformation, we have like email system, so it changes also our life. So this is the good part of the digital transformation. It's also improve customer service, especially when improving engaging customer experience. So digital transformation change all this. So digital transformation again also individual customer better anticipation, and also is also provide us better product, because our ecosystem based on the digital transformation we change customer life, we change also our life, because all the product there is also driven by this new transformation system. So it's very important for that. So what are the digital transformation technologies? Because people want to know the technologies behind the digital transformation. So the technology both need the transformation, we support the digital transformation. So what would technologies behind digital transformation? When we talk about the cloud technology, so we can find that the cloud technology dramatically transform existing business model, because before the cloud, before the way business was doing, it was different. But today with the cloud technology, we see that the cloud technology has positively increased flexibility, making maybe access to your systems easier. You can go to maybe anywhere, you can work from anywhere, and then the storing and processing data on demand. So the cloud of reducing hardware and infrastructure expenses. So before you need to go and buy a huge system for your maybe the IT hardware system. So but with the cloud technology, you don't need to buy all this, and then you can save a lot of money for that. Also reducing hardware and infrastructure. Also the cloud technology allows us to work by remote access, like you can work from anywhere and whenever you want, everywhere in the world. So this is the benefits of cloud technology. So even the storage. So now the storage gives you a large amount of data, so you can save your information everywhere. And then we talk about mobile platform, which enable you to work. Mobile platform enable you to work whenever and wherever you want. So you can work from everywhere, anywhere you want. So we have a machine learning and artificial intelligence system. So this provide organization with insight for fast and more accurate decision around the sales and marketing, also product development and other strategy areas. So this is the machine learning. So the machine learning give us the accurate system, so that we know that what we are doing is accurate. So and probably. And then we talk about automation such as robotic processing. Process automation is in short is RPA. So this is like Colin said, it helps us to avoid the repetitive task, and then it make the repetitive task faster and also more accurate than human, also operational and efficient. So this is the meaning of automation. Like my job, my daily job, I use the automation, I automated everything. I automate the backup, I automate the integrity checks of the system, all the maintenance tasks. I use the integrity, I do the automation. So I can see there and then watching the system, monitor what is working fine, which is not right. So this is automation. It comes to different business areas in IT and even everywhere in business now. So we have also emerging technology. The emerging technology also, they are doing good job. We have things like blockchain, we have augmented reality, and then virtual reality. Virtual reality is using mostly in the healthcare environment. So we have social media and also Internet of Things. So Internet of Things is also a system to connect devices, also capable for transmitting and exchanging data without human intervention. So this is called the Internet of Things for clarification. So I will also talk about what are the benefits of digital transformation. So digital transformation enable a business organization to succeed in the digital age. So that the biggest advantage or benefits of digital transformation, because for business that mean higher revenue and bigger profit. So this is the most advantage of organization using the digital transformation. So digital transformation also allow flexibility, cost effectiveness, scalability, increase the security, because when we talk about digital transformation, one of the biggest goals also is a security, increase security, and then automating and speed up processes and services, also improve analytical and monitoring. So this is also one important thing that a business also profit from that. And also this is the protect also better fraud detection and prevention. So it's especially used in the banking area. So most of the banks are using this to protect their system. Also enable the artificial intelligence, also enable medical devices. So medical devices, they are also controlled by artificial intelligence, and they enable them for all the healthcare services to do their job as they will look into it. Also, the digital transformation increase efficiency and effectiveness, and also allow people technology to implement all the artificial intelligence and then robotic system. So this is why we say is increase efficiency and effectiveness. So digital intelligence also improve engagement with customers. So like employees and business partners and organizations, they are better process to data to make smart and more accurate system. So sometimes the decision is more accurate than human, because sometimes women do some error. So using the digital artificial intelligence system and machine learning, we use those systems which are more accurate than women. And then it stop also us to use the whole fashion system to do business. So this is roughly the couple benefits of working with artificial intelligence. Is more responsive to changing the market. So this is the benefits of artificial intelligence. So thank you, Angeline. I will leave there for Brother Oliver to do the security part of the artificial intelligence.
Thank you very much. That was very comprehensive. Appreciate it. Next, we have Oliver, who's going to talk about security and give some final concluding comments. Go ahead, Oliver.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Bob, Vincent, Collins, and for all the explanation about digital transformation. I'll just give a brief summary, conclusion, and then a little bit about security. And I want to thank everybody that are here, especially people who are in Europe and Africa and other part of the world. That is midnight or in the morning. I just want to say thank you. And we are here today. We have this topic, a very hot topic, as my brothers, they've talked, Bob, Collins, Vincent, digital transformation. Let me say it again. It's just for us to know what is going on. It's, there's nothing there to, at least if you can go home with something, that's fine, but it's not for us, it's no exam to write, but it's just for us to be knowledgeable, to understand what kind of business that we are in. Digital transformation. Unpassive, like Bob said, Collins and Vincent, unpassive is digital transformation. Ash has taken unpassive digital transformation to the next level. When I listen to other tech CEOs, they talk about the invention that will come 2025, 2030. We are doing it now. Ash Muzaffar is doing it with us today. And when you talk about digital transformation, you cannot stop talking about people, process. You must talk about people and process. People are the employees. Bob just mentioned it. You have to train your employees. Now we are starting at a very high level. The digital transformation that we are starting at a very high level. Guess what Mr. Ash Muzaffar did to us? There's a training department, AI and machine learning training department in Hyderabad. That is huge. That is huge. Not only that, we have 2 labs. That is digital transformation. Like Collins talk about the products. Look at the products. AI embedded from scratch. No company, no tech industry. I'm sorry, my tone. No tech industry. I'm fired up. No tech industry. They've put their products at AI from scratch. 100% automated. Digital transformation is automation. They automate their products. Like Colin said, that a consumer will not want to know how whatever thing you're doing. How am I going to do this? How fast? How flexible? If I'm supposed to do it for 5 minutes, can I do it for one minute? Those are consumers' questions. And guess what? Mr. Ash Muzaffar did it with our guys in Hyderabad. Digital transformation. Look at our email. Look at our website itself. The code, see how fast, like lightning. Look at our data center. Like Colin said, the laser that will boost, then the cable, fiber optic cable, get it. Take another one. The CEO told us, talked to us the other day about virtual. When David Beckow asked how can they get fast and easy connectivity, internet connectivity, Mr. Ash Muzaffar told us, virtual will do it. That is digital transformation. That is digital transformation. My grandmother in Africa, in the interior in Africa, when I give her a cell phone with virtual in there, I can talk to her without any failure of connectivity. That is digital transformation. Look at our customer satisfaction. Tell me who individual companies that will not go to our virtual mall, like our CEO said, to buy our products. Cost effective. AI from scratch, 100% automated. You can integrate them. Look at our old staff. Anything you want to think about old staff, our CEO added biometric, facial recognition. That is digital transformation. So you see now that the CEO, Mr. Ash Muzaffar, took us to that level that I don't see all these other companies, like my sister Marcel told us one time that they are on life support. Yes, they're on life support because we are transforming the world. We are transforming the world digitally. Look, I don't know what physical product we do have, but I know they are going to transform the world. When I talk also about process, people and process, that is digital transformation. Let's look into process. I don't know what has happened in Hyderabad. I don't know what they're doing in Hyderabad, but I do know the CEO told us one time that we do have a template. We do have now a template. It took us all these years because the process, our CEO got it. That process is what IT technology relies on. Technology relies on process. If you don't have a good process, like he told us to have a template, that template is the process. You can only enhance a process. Technology, I told my friend Bob the other day that technology will come and go, process will stand. And that is what is going on in Hyderabad. I don't know, but when as a tech person, when I look at it, like we discussed the other day with the CEO on one webinar when Bob proposed, gave some suggestion about O-Connect, he came back and told us that he talked with the tech guys and they are going to add up, taking the cool. That is enhancement. They're enhancing O-Connect process. That is digital transformation to the highest level. So the CEO has taken us to the level that before the other tech companies, they want to get there, they need to dismantle their engineering now to start everything again from scratch, which is going to be that expensive for them. And then we will be leading the traffic. We will be leading. That is digital transformation. Look at our data center. The digital transformation, when you hear our CEO, he keeps telling us, we will lead. We are going to be the number one. We will dominate the data center market. That is true. When you look at all the technology that is being connected to our data center, when he said again that we are going to have a minute van, our cloud data center hybrid will be there. That is digital transformation. Tell me, can AWS? No. Can Microsoft do it? No. Microsoft Azure? No. Can Google Cloud? No. Tell me how. We are starting with 1 billion user capacity. And our next data center, which is the beast, as he called it, in less than 1 year is coming that can take the whole world population. That is digital transformation. That is digital transformation. Look at our labs. A company that is starting with labs. A company that is starting with labs, not any kinds of lab, innovation labs. That is digital transformation. So that's why when we talk about digital transformation, that is unpassive. In the highest level, we are on 500 miles per hour, while they are still on 50 miles per hour because of this digital transformation. When we look at the security, let's take the AI that is in our security. Let me go back to email, spams free, digital transformation. Digital transformation. That is AI. Look at OChat, both text and voice, digital transformation. Look at the security that surrounds with AI, automation dictation action. It dictates pre-attack and current attack. Our firewalls are also there in that digital transformation in all the regions. We have real-time monitoring alert also. Nothing can come before anything wants to come. AI will pick it. AI will pick it. If it's that they come with the force, they'll block all the ports. Our system all will block. The next one will come in. Then they fix that server, then put it back on. That is digital transformation. The robust data control, AI, to prevent our data, to protect our data from any threat, vulnerability, risk, data breach. Guess what? Digital transformation. Nobody can attack our data center. Look at where Mr. Ash Bufara took our data from AWS to first, to the cloud. To the cloud. Then now they migrated them now to the multi-regions. Then now again down to the on-prem, then hybrid, fluid, dynamic. That is digital transformation. Everything on passive is digital transformation. Everything on passive is digital transformation. So we are going to be, this is not, as somebody that in the industry, what I've learned and what I've seen with on passive and with what the CEO has done, security and everything, we are not only going to be the monster, we are going to be the super monster company on this planet Earth, and it will stay. By the time all the other tech companies want to come, I don't think they will even meet us. Let me go to Marseille. What Marseille told us, that they are in, what did Marseille say again? That they're on life support. And truthfully, they're on life support. Because what our innovation labs will be doing, then we do have AI and machine learning training department in Hyderabad. Give me a break. Give me a break. So you see, you have to talk about, when you want to talk about digital transformation, people and process. And that is where Mr. Ash Mufarah, our CEO, he focused, his eyes were on. Employee satisfaction, bam, he gave it to them. They are paid salary compounded. He told us that last year. Where have we ever heard that? My salary has never been compounded. Never. Before your company wants to give you 1% increment, man, give me a break. But those guys and all our employees, on-passive employees, their salaries are compounded. When you make $500 today, next month you make maybe 505, 510. Where have we heard that? He told us that he borrows the money also. Where have you ever heard that? That is people, and that is digital transformation. Because when you want to talk about digital transformation, you talk about people and process. Mr. Ash Mufarah, our CEO, told us maybe sometime last year. And that is why it took us this long, less than, is people cry, why are we staying? No, it took us this while because he told us we have a template now. If you wake him up from bed, ask him, can you give us this product at this particular time or this particular time? He said he will tell you when this product is going to go to the market, because we have that template, and that template is the process. When you look at this, I don't like calling other companies' name. Look at iPhones. We have iPhone this year. Next year, we're going to have another iPhone. Guess what? The process is there. Or what they do, they go tweak the camera, they enhance it a little bit by tweaking the camera, tweak the speed or whatever. But that process stands. But the technology, they always enhance it. Our CEO told us that O-Mail, O-Connect, and the rest, they're above average. Average market price, this thing. That is digital transformation. We've taken it to the highest next level. Tell me who will not use O-Mail. Tell me who will not come and use O-Connect. Tell me which company will not use O-Staff. And those CEOs will connect with, call their other friends. Please come. This data center, they have this product, O-Staff. They have O-Counting. Look at the data center. Look at the price. Go there. Go there. Go there. That's how traffic will be coming. They'll be knocking our door. The inflow will be like waterfall. That is digital transformation. Even in traffic, even in marketing, even in advert, even in branding, Mr. Ash Mufarah has taken us to the next level by using digital transformation. Look at what he's doing in Dubai. Stocking them, stocking Dubai. Stocking Dubai, that is digital transformation. So I want to thank everybody. All what I want to say, when I came in, I saw how everybody was like happy, calling everybody's name. On the 22nd, breaking the 23rd is the D-Day. The D-Day, we should all be celebrating, because what we have, what Mr. Ash Mufarah has given us for $97, that we are the top of the top to the digital transformation. On passive is digital transformation. Lynn, thank you. And I want to thank everybody that's here.
Thank you. And I think we see through your presentation that OnPassive is simply the best, has the highest standards, and is very, very progressive. I really like that about OnPassive. We have everything to be proud of just for being part of this great company. All right, we now, did any of you want to say anything before I bring on Marty? Any of you OTech pros? Okay, let me bring in Marty. Oh.
Then I want to know if Oliver's excited.
Hey, Ron,
yes, are you
Ron,
excited?
Ron, that is an understatement.
That's an understatement. Okay.
I love it. I love it. All right, Marty DeGarmo, we are ready for you. Come on down.
I don't know if I'm ready after following Oliver. What the heck have you been eating, man? Holy cow, he's on fire, man. Jeez. Anyway, after Monday, when I found out that what you would be talking about, obviously I don't have the background that these gentlemen have because that takes many years of schooling. But I did look up and tried to find out a little bit about digital transformation and what are the key elements to it. And a lot of it was, I didn't know, I wasn't sure. But after I read it, I realized if you were to look up perfect digital transformation, the answer would be OnPassive. That's what I see. I didn't know that, but when I looked up what magazines have said about it, other tech companies have said the failures, what they did, why they failed, while they're having a problem. Now they're all going there, but here's what I found out. In 2019, they spent 1.3 trillion, okay, dollars on digital transformation. 900 million of it, almost a trillion of it, went to waste. Because here's what they needed to know, and Oliver, if Oliver talked 3 more minutes, I wouldn't have been able to say anything because he was covering all of it, but it's to understand, they need to understand the customer's journey, behavior, expectations before investing in technology, flat out. Okay, who's done that? Mr. Muzaffar and the tech team. Okay, the answer is I'm going to give you the answer after I say it. OnPassive leads with the experience, created deep connection with us. Well, who are we? We're customers. But we're also a culture that started, okay? It went far beyond just products and service. If you look in a magazine, I don't care where you go, when they look up the key elements for proper digital transformation, so far, no one that I have read about, I'm talking the big guys, have done it any better than OnPassive. And we haven't even launched yet. The most crucial part of digital transformation is the right talent, and the talent needs to be focused on your employees, your organization, because it will struggle if the employees don't understand that first, if they don't understand the culture and what they're involved in. Talent is very important, they said. Everywhere I looked up, the talent of your employees need to be able to handle sudden spark of creativity. Okay, newsflash for everybody, like you don't know this already. Who has a bigger spark of creativity than Ash Muzaffar? We know no one. So look, we're not on that end of the table, but I've heard enough. I know there's boardroom meetings with his tech people where he's catching that place on fire. He's got brain sparks going off all over the room because he hits them with something that it helps, it makes them think outside the box, which is beautiful. This all is the answer of what these gentlemen were talking about tonight. Blows me away. They actually took A to Z. And do you need to know this? You damn right you do. I've said most times you don't, but it's good to know this because this is what's going to put us above everyone else in the world. This is what's going to make tears in your eyes a year from now when you realize what you did to become a founder was the best step you ever made. Guarantee it. I wasn't all excited about this, but when I got into what it's involved and what it takes to be good at it, Pastor wrote the damn book. I'm telling you right now. If you go look, don't even take my word for it. Go look it up. It's fact. These guys did their homework. They know exactly. That's why they're fired up. They know the same thing that took me a long time to figure out. But it's mind blowing. Leadership must be lead by example. Who's better than Ash Mufarah? Majority of tech innovation initiatives fail with the CEO not involved. Okay, he or she should lead and be a leader, should be proactive, on the lookout for things coming down the pipeline as technology moves so quickly. Who does that better than Ash Mufarah? He is going to be the guy that's moving quicker. He's going to be the one that people are chasing. We don't have to worry about our CEO getting lazy and say, I don't really care. We're good now. We're good enough. That's what you're getting from CEOs of Zoom. That's what you're getting from CEOs of all these tech giants now. They're at the top of the hill. They don't realize there's a higher cliff, and somebody's going to race by them very soon. Guaranteed. And if you read about this stuff, you'll find out that's why. What we heard tonight, this is why. This is why. He's seeing a higher mountain. Well, I'm on Mount Everest. Guess what? There's a higher mountain called technology. It's higher than Mount Everest. And our crazy CEO, I gotta come up with another word, is already going up that mountain. He's creating a higher level. No joke. We are so fortunate. That's why I'm fired up after I really learned how this stuff works. Looking out for things down the pipeline as technology moves quickly, right? Companies should start their digital transformation journey, culture. In other words, they're saying before you even start, build a culture of people, learn your customers, build a tech team, in his case, of the thought of the sky's the limit. And that's exactly what he did. He designed this company from the very beginning to be the poster child of digital transformation. No joke. That's all I got. I couldn't say any more anyway, but that's it.
Tech pros, feel free to chime in on what Marty just shared.
Marty, you just fire me up again. You just fire me up. Honestly, I think all of us here, we already know before this topic came, we deliberate on this topic, we look at on-passive, from scratch. And we said, this is 100%. And that's why I talk about, the IVR system. I talk about a lot of system. I look at the products. And I said, the day we will start as Tech Pro to dissect the products, we want the door to shut. So nobody will see what we are seeing. So the founders will know what they have. We've not even started with the product. We are talking about coming from one step to the other. And when we will start to look into the products, and you will see the dynamism of this product, what Mr. Ash Mufarah and the tech team have done, I believe tears will run down your eyes. Because it's about to make our life easy, not only our life as the founders, but we're talking about 6 billion or how many billion people on this planet Earth to make their life easy. Those who are working class, businesses, small, large, everything, it will make their life so easy because those who are in the industry, ask yourself how many times you log into 5 different websites, maybe a day before you do your daily job. So you have 7 hours a day in your office to do your job. And 1 hour is about logging in, and 6 hours. That's the 1 hour is waste of time, and the 6 hours to do your job. And your director or manager will come and tell you you've not done your job. But that time was to analyze and log in onto all those systems. On-passive is coming to reduce that time where you can go in and do your job, because that's what the customer wants. The customer don't care about what the technology is. Can I do my job effectively and efficiently? Can I achieve what I want to achieve, my day job, so people will not come and shout at me? That is what digital transformation is all about. And I just want to put it in that way. I know our tech brother will say a lot. We talk about cut down version and a lot of stuff that is going in the IT world. Because if you don't tell the system what to do, the system will not tell you. They are machines. Tell them what they want to do, what they want to achieve, and they will give you the right result. You give them wrong input, they'll give you wrong result. And that's why most of the technology fails. But Mr. Ash Mufarah I'm telling you, I mentioned 3 things. He knows the market. He knows what the consumer wants. He is the master of marketing and he's the master of technology because he's an IT guru. He studied all of these things and he knows it. And that's why we are coming with all this technology. When we look at it, we know that it will be the best, as Brother Oliver said, Brother Bob has said it, and Vince is just crazy. Honestly, it is crazy. Thank you very much. I'll just leave it there because I'm going crazy. Vince, you're just fired up.
I mean, it's hard to not call on passive digital transformation. I mean, what is there that we don't see? On passive is digital transformation. The products of on passive are to help companies attain digital transformation. That's what it is, every single one of them. And the way it is built, the products are superior. There's nothing, we are testifying here. We use the products, we use them every day right now. What OnPassive is bringing, like Colin said, when we start talking about these products one after another, you know, based on the limit, and we know that maybe we just know only about, like Mr. Ash says, maybe just 10%, but based on what we know, people will be blown away. The products are designed, they are customer oriented. You know, they are customer oriented. This is one of the first, I don't know any company that has come and her primary objective is to over deliver to the customers at a price very, very, very extremely affordable. I don't know, I have no idea, any company, you tell me, you know. So OnPassive is the epitome of digital transformation. She epitomizes what digital transformation is all about. Thank you.
Yes, let me also say, a lot of companies that are going to save, they're going to save money. You know, being in the industry and seeing what some of these tech companies, they are sucking money. You pay this thing activation fee, you pay for licenses, you know, and the products are not that like what we have. So tell me, who is that CEO that would not want to save $300,000, $500,000 a year? Where I work, we pay Microsoft about $1 million for Active Directory. I can call series of software that we use, how much we pay. Even this Zoom that we use, how much do we pay? Which is not even, it's not even the tiny part of O Connect, you know, and they suck money from us. You know, all those activation, what you call yearly, what fee, no more.
Licenses, yeah.
Licenses, thank you, Bob. No more. No more. You pay for your product, you pay for your product, unlimited. Unlimited. Google announced last year that storage, my customers will be paying for their storage for, you know, for emails and all whatnot. OnPassive, unlimited. Unlimited. These are all digital transformation we are talking about. Companies fail to take care of their employees. Like Google, Microsoft, all of them. They'll bring employees around the world, sign the contract, visa fee for 2 years. After that, they ship them back. Guess what? Our CEO told us last year, they will stay. Our employees will stay so that they will keep, you know, perfecting and, you know, tell me, who all what they do, they want to suck money and save the money, enjoy it for themselves. But OnPassive with our CEO, no. Customer satisfaction is what he wants. He wants to give the best and the best to his customers at a very low cost. Low cost. Tell me who will not come to us. Tell me who will not come to us. So I also leave it there.
Okay, thank you, my brother Oliver. I think he said all what I would like to add, because the main benefits of OnPassive we're going to impact the whole world. I believe the first thing the whole world will benefit from OnPassive is the cost, because OnPassive reduce costs for customers. Then on passive, also make sure that the company also will, because if you have a cost reduction, you also have a growth of your business. So using on passive tools, the company indirectly will have a growth because they will spend less for their system and then the IT tools, because it costs a lot of money for a company using the IT tools. But of course, you want to make their life more easier. So those companies out there using alternative tools, they will have a growth. So the company will move forward. And also, not that only, they will have a quality product, because in terms of product, we will be the best in the market, and then they will have a quality. So all this is going to impact positively most of the company out there. So this is what I would like to add. Thank you.
Righty. I would like to have Tony Monk come and join our conversation. He says he can't put his camera on, but he'll certainly say a few words. So let me go ahead and bring him, have him say a few words. Hi, Tony. Good to have you here.
Hi, Lynn. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, my camera's having
Hi, Tony.
issues for the past few days. Hi, guys. Thank you, Vincent, Oliver, Bob, Collins, Marty. You guys inspire me every time. You guys are absolutely amazing. You know, we're talking about data transformation today. And every time you guys bring up a subject, I learn a heck of a lot more. You know, at the beginning, you remember it was complicated for me to understand what you guys were talking about to begin with. But now, oh my God, I just really enjoy what you guys talking about. And I'm learning a heck of a lot more. Have we all noticed, like as founding members, that Ash does everything huge? Everything that he does is big. It's nothing small. Okay, we've got the best products on the planet. We've got the data center. We've got everything you could possibly think of. That's absolutely amazing. We went to Dubai. We were advertising on the Burj Khalifa, plus all their screens. We're going to be all over the world. I mean, think about it. We do, when Ash always talks about, you know, imagine 100 times bigger than what you first imagined when we go into hard launch. And this is an example of that. Everything that he's doing is an example of doing everything large. It's nothing small. It's nothing like the rest of all those other companies I've been involved with when we went into launch. Most of them died out a long time ago. You know, there may be one or two that have actually survived, but they only survived maybe for 3 or 4 years. And the only reason that was because they were focused, and I think I've said this before, they were more focused on profits. The profits were the number one thing they were focused on, and the value of the products they were creating weren't as great. But Ash is focused on the value of the products and the value of the founders, and all of that is a compounding effect. The money follows just naturally after all of that. So I am extremely excited. I'm more excited than ever before. And every time I hear my brothers here, my Tech Pro brothers, I get even more excited. These guys know what they're talking about. And I'll tell you something, when these guys, when the Tech Pros are excited, you know you have something good. You know you have something good. Seriously. And I mean that with all my heart. Thank you so much, Lynn. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Tony. You have a wealth of experience in marketing, and thank you for sharing your heart with us as well. We appreciate you. I do see that. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to one thing that Tony said. You know, I think the best word to use to describe Ash is unmetered. That's who he is. He's unmetered. You know, we had the privilege of meeting him in Boston. You know, even in regular stuff, like even to order his food, he doesn't like limitation. I remember a couple of times, twice that the day before and the day after, he would ask the waiter to go and bring more, like unmetered. You know, he doesn't limit his mind. He doesn't have limitation. That's why even the customers that are coming into OnPassive are going to have unlimited access to the information, unlimited mail, unlimited data. Those who are going to use our data center, you know, unlike AWS and all these other people that have a meter, like an electric meter, as their data is accumulating, the price, the volume, and everything is going up and up and up. Everything about Ash Mufara is on meter. Just wanted to add that.
Good points. I like unmetered. It's like when you go out to eat and you go out to a buffet and it's all you can eat and you have a wide range of choices and you get a high value. That's what I like about OnPass. It's like a big, beautiful buffet that never ends. I love it. All right. I see that we have, let's see, we've got Mahfouz Rahman. I'm not sure if Mahfouz is able to come to speak with us. If you're available, let me ask you to unmute. Mahfouz, if you're free, go ahead and speak with us. Mahfouz from Bangladesh, a great leader there. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Lynn. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Lynn. How are you? Really, I was so much pleased to hear that the tech team, Bob Collins, you said very rightly, and it's amazing actually on passive, really amazing. And Marty also was in fire also today. Tony Monk also said very rightly. Yeah, that is a great opportunity for us to get transformation digitally all over the world through on-passive. So I can say transformation, digital transformation means on-passive. Just it can be a synonym. On-passive can be a synonym of digital transformation all over the world because we are touching in every aspect of human life, right? We are touching every single aspect of human life. If we consider our medical sector, if we consider our daily life, and if we consider our industrial life, if we consider our corporate life, security, privacy, everything we are just covering. So that's why we can say we are really blessed by Almighty, and we are really blessed. That's why we got Ashwin and we got that type of divine platform. Already you said about all my life. Once upon a time, we are habituated to keep record in our diary as a record for future about our some memories or some anything, right, that happened in our life, daily life. But that was privacy was not there actually. But when we are going to get that type of digital transformation, we will have all my life that is completely secure. You will have user ID, you will have password, and that is completely secure. There will be a privacy, definitely. So in every aspect, there is a privacy. Where always time we are saying about the correction of the corruption. Why? Because digital transformation will help the world to remove the corruption, right? Maybe already as said, we are not touching, we are not thinking about political sector. That is 100% true. Because this is where
you're going in and out. You're kind of going in and out now, Mahfouz. But we got most of what you said. Just the end part got kind of spotty, but we got the gist of what you said. Thank you.
Am I audible?
I think so for now.
Okay. Or maybe network issues, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lastly, once again, thanks to all of you and definitely Lynn and Ron. Thank you so much. I love you all.
Thank you, Mahfouz. Appreciate your contribution. We have some other leaders in the house. I see we have Chris Johnson, Julie Wynn, Daryl Cook, Jeffrey Morlock, John White, Chris Minder, Dylan, Mike Ellis, Peter Rogers, and probably more that I didn't see. So if any of you would like to speak, please feel free to raise your hands and we would be happy to have you speak today. I guess at this point, are you guys ready for question and answer panel? Shall we open it up? It's 9:38. I think it's a good time to have questions and answers. We are asking you to keep the questions to the topic. And the topic today is digital transformation. It's a wide topic, so I'm sure you won't have trouble staying within the topic. If Ash Mufarah does happen to come along and visit us, we will lower everyone's hands and we'll start with a clean slate and we'll have Mr. Mufarah go ahead and speak. I'm just saying if he comes, I'm not saying he's coming, but if he does, this is what's going to happen. So I don't want anybody to feel offended, all right? So we're gonna start with Muzaffar Hussain. You can go ahead and ask your question or make your comment. Welcome, Muzaffar.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hi, Nelly, Marty,
Hello.
and Bob, Colin, everyone. I just seen everywhere that's very fast, and you know that's every people are noticed that is the last time to like on passive foundership and be a close. So all the founders are initiative. They'll take a decision to that joining when anyone they are not missed to enter this platform. And one more thing that's I think Marty should know that's very well. Marty, it's not a questions. Actually, I'm also taking a technical session in India, and that's last 3 days. That's all the videos should be viral to in India. I'm just saying that Marty, that is it possible that our O coin that's it'll be ready in future, and that the mining process means whenever we are started our O coin, and our data center also available right now, but the mining should be started, then is it possible to our founder they'll do a mining first, because it's a very important those who are connected to a on passive family, the O coin will be a launch. So that means we are doing a mining first, and then after that is going to be like out of the platform. So those people are customer, like it's coming a reseller or customer, they also are getting an opportunity for that, because it's a decentralized system. Before, as say that before we are launching, we are planning to start up for that. So is it possible to they also getting a chance to that mining, because mining is a very important, because that business actually my point of view, it's going through a business purpose, because our domain they are running to a market, they also create a huge business as a domain. That's revenue will be generated for a one platform. But that's a O coin. O coins also a same value and categories from there in our on passive, because our data center it's connected to our mining process also. So the generating system for the mining in the future, that's giving a value to that all the founders, and that customers also, that's point of view, they are getting a chance to there, because both of the earning platform, and it's at the very huge revenue generated. Our like a domain, they are running to a market, and whatever the customer, they're getting a chance to enter through the system. And that mining process, why I'm saying, because in digital currency, these are the future. These are all the country's future is a digital coin. So that means our O coin, whenever that's launched, it's after a hard launch in the on passive. Before that, its mining process should be started or after that, because these are the very important thing I think. So this point of view I want to clear, because I'm conduct to all the webinar, because it's at some few points. So I think Colin is there. Colin know very well that
Mr. Hassan, you are just you've gone around the process a lot and you've made a point. But what we are talking here is about digital transformation. It's not about O coin. If you have that questions, can you please bring it to the round table and ask that question? Because we are here to talk about digital. It's Friday Night Live. We have a topic. And what you are saying, we've not even gone to
Actually,
that area of
I know, Colin. These are the
mining.
not I
Yes.
just know that is not getting a chance from there because that's busy. That's
Yeah.
all
So
that person.
when you
But
bring it to Monday like a round table, and they'll answer your question. But please, this is about digital transformation and how what we have enhanced now can transform the market space. It's not about mining. We've not gone to that stage yet. When Mr. Adva will come and announce the old coin and mining, then you can ask that question. But here is irrelevant. I just want to make that clear. Thank you.
Okay, Colin.
Thank you, Musharraf. You can bring it to the roundtable, which is in a couple of days. It's on Monday, and I'm sure they'll be able to answer your questions. Thanks for your understanding.
Okay. Thank you, Neville.
Thank you for being here. All right. We now have Kyrie Young, who would like to say a few words. Hi, Kyrie.
Hello, good, great, and awesome day, night, and evening to everyone. On passive digital transformation, I have only one word, which is inextinguishable. Okay? And I'm saying, let me spell it for you. INEXTINGUISHABLE. And I use that word because we're already at the top. This on passive digital transformation, our ecosystem is so high up, elevated that we're not going to be able to be touched. The fire that Mr. Ash Mufareh has started is going to be a wildfire that goes through the United States and every continent. We will not be able to be stopped or put out. Inextinguishable is the word that I have for on passive digital transformation. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyrie. Beautiful, beautiful, and exciting for every one of us. Next, we have Marie Pendy, who I think unless she accidentally raised her hand. Raise your hand again, Marie. Oh, there you go. Okay, you're next, Marie. Go ahead. Let me unmute you. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. This is
Hello.
like a weekly lesson every Friday night. We come here and be fed with good knowledge about many things that is happening in our company. And today's topic is digital transformation. I just thought about something randomly, and I just think I should ask. When I pick up my phone and call the one, I have my credit card with me, and I'm calling to ask what my balance is. And I wish that I speak to somebody, but it said instead some automated voice comes on and it tells me to press 1 or 2 for this, for your balance and stuff. Could you explain to us how digital transformation plays its role in my action, just calling to have somebody speak to me about my balance, which is like $1 million in the bank? Thank you.
Yeah, I think I can answer
Thank you,
that.
guys.
I know my brothers, they are looking. The system I just mentioned is, they call it IVR system, interactive response. You know, it's a project that I've worked for more than 2 years.
Collins, could you repeat that? You got cut out when you said the IVR.
So it's IVR, they call it interactive voice response. So it's an automated system. Most companies now are asking for it. I will give this, I know people are watching. We build a software, right? When the COVID-19 happened, we built a software, a company, as I already mentioned them. They have stock loss of about £1 million. So they said, no, you know what? Our customer service are not there anymore. can you guys do something, similar to this that can pick up information and do what they're supposed to do? And we say, yeah, we can do it. We did it for 6 months and it is there, implemented, and it's working effectively. I was the main QA lead on that project, and they call it interactive voiceless. It's innovation, and it's digital transformation. So now people are still waiting. They know when the COVID will end, they will go back and do their customer service job. But honestly, the job is gone. 10,000 people lost their job because of this. So, digital transformation is taking another tone. So when you press 1, they tell you this, press 2, they tell you this, press 3, they tell you this, because it's a coded language based on the customer need. Like I mentioned something, I said, if they want to build something, digital transformation is not about the digital, it's about business need, business transformation. If you don't understand what the business is, the computer cannot do it. You have to tell the computer what the computer needs to do. So it's just like we are all engineers here. You have Dr. Benny, you have Bob, you have Oliver, Vincent. We don't know the business need. Maddie know the business need. Tony Monk, they are not here. Kerry is Kiri Young is an IT. They don't know the business need. You have to tell us what you want, and we will build it tailored to your need. And if the system can do your job, then we are the winner. But if you don't tell us what we ought to do, what we will build is wrong. And you'll come out, we have the functionality, but the functionality cannot meet up your expectation. And that is when we said on-passive has gone to another level, because we have a CEO who understands the business need. He's an IT guru, he's a marketer. So he's an all-round, complete somebody who understands the system. The person has seen the loopholes of all the system that cannot meet the business need. And he is doing what? Put it on another level. If you look at all the product we have, it's all out there. But you ask yourself, do you think they meet business need? No. Some of them, you have to integrate it to another, as Brother Oliver said, integration upon integration. Bring this and combine this with this to do your need. And what you happen, you have multiple sign-on, but we are talking about single sign-on. One product can facilitate all your needs without wasting too much time, because time is money. So what you said is they call it IVR system. That's what you press and you get one, press this for this, press this for this. And I believe we have it in on-passive. We have it in OChat, where you have voice and text recognition. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah. let me just add a little bit, Sister Marie. Like Colin said, he mentioned OChat. See, the way OChat is going to be a product that will really elevate a lot of stuff. OChat understands a lot, and as time goes on, she is going to know more, get better and better. Every question, the way the system is designed, every single question that you want answered will be answered. I know your point is if you want to speak to somebody, right? But if you really want to speak to somebody, I'm sure there's a provision. If you really want to speak to somebody, then OChat has that provision where she can synchronize with the support, with the back office, and then you will get a real life person. There's that capability in the system. But I guarantee you, OChat is one of, well, I know we're not talking about products here, but OChat is one of the products that I really, really like. It's one of the products that Mr. Ash and our tech team, they have used artificial to demonstrate the awesome power of artificial intelligence. You will interact with OChat, and you will not know it's a human being. You will not know it's not a human being. You think you interact with OChat and leave that session, and you believe that we're dealing with a human. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Colin. Now we have Akron. Come on down.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Actually, I also learned many things, and also there have so far from my knowledge and what I have understand about the digital transformation. Just I would like to say that digital transformation is the process of using digital technologies to create new or modify or existing business and customer experience, new experience to meet changing the business and the market requirement at the present arena. So that's why that is the digital transformation. I would like to give an example. You see, in a company, there have 1,000 staff there, but they have also the HR department. And if they, just as an example, our OS staff, if they use our OS staff, and by this transforming this OS staff, they can also proud, or they can tell that this company is the digital transformed by the OS staff. So there have a lot of their payroll, their other HR department, each and everything will be the digital transformed. So any existing things to create new anything, which is the demand in the current futures, that is the digital transformation. If I am wrong or right, you can also suggest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hakim. We appreciate you being here.
I think that's exactly what I said in the opening of this presentation. That exact definition is what I also grabbed and I read to everybody, and then I went ahead and break it down. So you are absolutely correct. Yeah. So, and we are building that. We are building that system on passive. If you look at that definition, Akam, that you just gave us, if you look at that definition, each and every sentence in there is on passive. We have that digital ecosystem that companies will use to gain digital transformation.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Yes.
All righty. Now we have Benny. Come on down, Smiley.
Thank you so much. I just want to take this moment. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Brother Ron. I want to take this moment to thank each and everyone coming to this amazing webinar. I want to thank our tech guys. Thank you guys so much for making us to understand the importance of digital transformation. Thank you, Brother Marty. Thank you, Brother Tony. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. I just want to add something just small. Like the aim of the digital transformation is to make organization to be more efficient and convenient for customers. And it is better to be able to scale the market conditions and changes more responsive to customers' needs, right? And I know, Brother Bob, you talk about the security, and Brother Oliver, we all know that security is very important within our company, that artificial intelligence is doing all the work for us. I want to thank Brother Collins, Brother Vincent for everything, for all that you guys do. I will allow it for the rest of the people. I don't want to take too much time. Thank you again, the tech guys, for everything. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we have Big John White. Come on, John.
Thank you very much. I'm just totally amazed that the four gentlemen who have been able to give us insight as to how incredible Mr. Ashmafara is. See, it does not surprise me about this digital transformation because OnPassive is providing the cutting edge to technology. So it's not surprising. Think about this. Microsoft had 6 products, 6 suite, a suite of 6 products. And it's almost $1 trillion business. We have initially 20, but we're scaling up to 50 under one roof. That's incredible. Someone who does hosting and domains, all of those things, right? Name me a company that would have 3 or 4 of them under the same roof. None. You see? So when we look at OnPassive, we can't really compare OnPassive to anything else on the internet, because he's taken this and he's given all of this to the fortunate founders who believe in Mr. Mafari and what this company is going to do, not only for the founders, but also for humanity. And I just can't wait, although I will wait because I have to wait for the founder position to close. And if I were able to get into the mind of Mr. Mafari, I wonder what he's thinking, what kind of pent up emotions that's going through him, knowing that finally I've shut the door and now I'm going to really give my love to those who trusted me, those who believed in me, those who saw the vision. Thank you.
All right, words of the master. Thanks, John. Now we have Daryl Cook. Come on down, Daryl.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hey, gents, that was just incredible tonight. I came across this article, a brilliant article written by the gentleman Jean-Baptiste, I think it's Bergerand. And they were talking about this topic of how school systems, of course, you know, that's my biggie here. And he brought up 8 incredible points. And one of them was big data in the school systems. And here's what they said, and this is what I would like you to try to help educate us a little bit. I think of Jeffrey Morlock and myself as well. We were in the military. Billions and billions of data collection in the military. Same with school systems. But here's the problem that this gentleman brought up. Let me just read it here. So big data, this includes the convergence of a variety of different sources of data. Now we're talking about bringing this whole entity of, let me get the proper terminology here, digital transformation. Now, what has school systems done? What has the military done over the years? This gentleman clarified it so beautifully. He said they've put categories of data into silos. So we've got a collection of data A over in this silo, another category in this silo. And what they've failed to be able to do, because of the technology wasn't there, to merge it quickly enough to take a soldier or to take a student and to say, okay, here's all this data. What are we going to do with it? My question to you is, now that we have the convergence happening, and I see Academy, I see Staff, Connect, Marty did a brilliant thing on ODIT, this collaboration. Now, how is the artificial intelligence and the machine learning going to be able to start bringing this data together so that teachers administrators can easily access. Do you have an answer for that, or kind of give us an idea how that all works?
Let me take it then, maybe my brothers will continue. Remember that we have Academy. Academy is a powerful online university. I call it online university. From kindergarten to Ash told us that we've been approved for masters and PhD, and even they're working on certifications like ISACA and the rest. So Academy is going to be that one that, then the way you put it, will be that tool that will work in any educational platform or any educational level. Now, I would recommend it for schools, because like the traditional schools will no longer be anymore. You can stay home, take your classes, you get your degree, get your certification, you're certified, which is recognized internationally. So Academy will be the one that will, I think that answers your question there.
Yeah, I definitely can see that, because now we're going to have this not only a compartmentalized silo of information for student A in one particular plant. Now that particular student's data can be transferred very easily from his his data collection, whatever institution collected it, and it can be easily transferred. And now what I'm trying to understand, and I think you guys have hit on it, is that with the machine learning and the AI, all it's doing is sorting and transferring information for specific features or specific solutions. So we have student A, and butt in and tell me if I'm missing the point. So we have student A, we've tracked this student now for 12 years. I think now what the article was trying to say, and what you guys are saying, this data generation now will be able to sort and categorize where that student's strengths, where that student's weaknesses were, what particular areas of information from other outside sources would be valuable for that student's progress. And I can see how the artificial intelligence can kind of sort and start to implement even programs probably for that student. Is that somewhere on the right program?
Let me say something before all my brothers will come in.
Okay.
Everything goes with code. I have my database brother here, I have my security brothers here. Everything goes with code. AI as machine learning cannot do it on its own. Right. Someone must sit behind, and that's why Mr. Ashmo brought the AI and machine learning to write that code. So whatever information you give, like I said in my intro, I said, machine cannot do it on its own. You must give the information to them. You must give the business role. There's something they call business role. What do you want the machine to do? The machine will do it effectively and efficiently. But if you give wrong information, what will happen? It will be wrong output. Wrong input, wrong output. But when you give the right information, the machine can learn it now and keep that information for later reference. So everything is about coding and coding and coding and coding. And the database will be structured based on the code. For instance, if I said I want all the lists of usernames in OnPassive, what will happen? They will give it to Brad Vincent, who is a database person, to go in the table of the database to create a table called usernames. And this code will match to that usernames. And what will happen? They will pass it to the security guys like Brad Oliver and Brad Vincent to say, is this information secured? And they will check it and say, no, it's not secure, it's not encrypted, it's not. And that is how things tied. So when you come as a user, you want to search for that information, it will go down through that process from the code to the database to the security to the output. And that's how it's split. So, and this information where is stored in the server, and the server in the what in our data center. And then what it is synchronized every day and automated, and then make it more efficient and effective as we use the system and provide those information that the developers and the coders can sit behind and code it day in, day out until we have a perfect solution that can give us the right information. I don't know if I answer your question.
Okay, yeah, thank you, thank you, Colin.
Listen,
let me, as a database specialist, let me add in something before my brother Bob put in, because what Darren asked is already exists in our database. This is called a business intelligence system. So the business intelligence system will extract the data from any source of data, and then we'll filter everything, and then we get to the destination. So we have a data collection. We use the business intelligence tools, because what you are talking about is they call it ETL. So ETL, extract, transform, and load. So we extract the data, we transform the data, and then we load the data. So this is called ETL. So in now ETL, we have a new generation of ETL. We're using Azure, Microsoft Azure Cloud. We use that. We got Data Factory. So we're using, this is another model of ETL, because before we called ETL, now is ELT. We extract, load, and then they transform the data. So with the Microsoft Cloud, the information have changed from ETL to ELT. So this is how the system what you're asking for is already exists in the Microsoft system, because I'm Microsoft specialist. So I'm talking from what I know. But in on passive, I'm not sure, so I can't say something I don't know. But I believe, because we are using all the technologies to extract the data, I believe they are also using that ETL to extract our data and then to transform the data as well. So this is what I would like to add. The system is there, all the tools are there. We use the business intelligence tools to do that.
Yes. Yes, listen, thank you. I just wanted to add to Mr. Cook that on my research too, I found out that there is a function in artificial intelligence. There's something called analytic AI. Okay, what happens is data is also AI is able to collect data from various. You talked about data coming from different various data sources. Artificial intelligence can collect. Analytic AI can collect data from different data sources and then do the analysis based on how they program the machine based on what we want. Okay, there is something that takes care of that.
Yeah, so I extrapolating what all of you are saying, I can see now as student A travels from the first day he or she enters school, by the time they're out, now that we have all of this data collection ability, it can be structured in such a way where the student's progress, the student's needs, the student's weaknesses, disabilities, all of that stuff can be brought into one sphere and to be tracked completely and much more efficiently. Is that kind of
correct?
That's possible.
You are right, Darren. You have 100%.
We use data analytics to do that.
This is going to be this is crazy.
Data analytics, yeah.
Data analytics to do that. So to extract the data, transform the data, and load the data. So it's a business intelligence tools.
That's going to be huge, folks.
Yeah.
Yes,
huge.
100% right. Yeah.
And then
all right, thanks so much.
Artificial intelligence. So that's more powerful now.
Wow.
Yeah, you are 100% right, Darren. Yeah, that's true.
That's all you can say is wow.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Daryl. Look who we have now. We have the lovely Marcine. Come on down.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, OTech Pro. This is just amazing. You know, Mr. Ash Mufara has opened the door for us and bring us on passive. The OTech Pro, you got to make it very simple to lay people like us to understand it. So now, what is our job? Please share. Sharing is caring. Caring is love. We love on passive. Let us share the name of OnPassive to the world. If we're doing this on Friday and the world don't know about us, we are sitting in the same place. We are 1 million plus 378,000 people. Imagine each of us sharing this to 1 or 2 people every day. At the end of the week, we are going to be 3 million in this company. Let us help Mr. Ash Mufareh to lift up the humanity by sharing this great opportunity of OnPassive to the world. 4 days left, and it's going to be over. But after that, we still have people that they can come in. So those great webinars like Friday night that I love so much, webinar like Julia Amalo, all the webinar that we have, please let us share. Sharing is caring, caring is love. Hashtag OnPassive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcy. Thank you. All right, let's go to Miss Marie.
Thank you for allowing me to speak again. And this question is for all the tech guys. So listen, I have a scenario. Actually, it's my daily life. So in a hospital, we have different floors, different units. So our ICU have like 5 different floors. The pharmacy is on the first floor. We do have 3 elevators that takes you from floor 1 to main floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, all the way to the 6th floor, and serving different floors. Our ICU, we are extremely busy. We work with highly charged patients whose lives are on the balance. So they depend on our due diligence to make sure they stay alive. So time is of essence. We don't have time to run down to the pharmacy or take a minute to deliver your medication that will save your life. So we depend on all the other discipline to support us, like social workers, pharmacy techs and stuff. So because of that situation, we do have robotic delivery. Our pharmacy has the robotic delivery of medications. So when we have life-supporting medications, we do request that from the pharmacy. It is tubed to us to wherever we need it, or the robot brings it to us. Now, the robot has to leave the pharmacy from the first floor. It gets on the elevator and goes all the way to the floor that we are requesting for them to come. Each floor has a docking station. Now, my question to you, I would like you, because the topic today is digital transformation, I would like each and every one of you to contribute to my question and give us an answer so we can understand how digital transformation plays its roles from the part that the robot leaves the pharmacy, takes the elevator, mingles in the elevator with other people who are going to different parts of the hospital, and be able to get out of the elevator in the specific floor and walk through the double doors and dock into its station on a unit that a nurse will be able to come in and take the medication that is delivered by the robot. And then the robot goes right back to the main floor and dock back to the pharmacy. Thank you. That's my question.
Let me come in and then my brothers will come, because it's a test that I've done. I've worked in medical, technology for 4 years before I moved. And I think I've just have a clear understanding. It's about testing, because as a QA, it's about business role, with the medical environment they will give you their specification, what they want the system to do. So when they said, okay, they want the robot to move from point A to point B to point C at this time and mingle that, they will code it. It's a code. They write the code. And they said, when you witness anybody around you, stand. It's a command prompt, they write. And they said, move here, the elevator is here, shift at this angle. And it's about series of testing and testing and testing. It's not about one day job. It can take 1 year to develop that program because it goes through the test based upon what the nurses or the directors in that hospital have said. Because normally when they come to an IT company, they give their specification. And say, this is what we want. And they'll have series of meetings. My brother here, they'll say it, series of meeting upon meeting until they get it right. And they said, this is what the robot will do. When you come here, pick it. And that's why they say robot is something, it's a program that you have to input and information, and they will execute exactly what you want the robot to do. So when they build that system, they test it and they make sure that system can execute what the hospital wants. That's why we said information, we're talking about digital transformation. It's not about the digital. The information technology is there, but it's about what the customer or the user wants. What type of value do you want to get from that, that system? That's what makes the system a good system. And that is when Mr. Ash Mufara said, Mr. Mufara have taken the digital world to another level. So when they come, they tell you, this is what we want. Based on the technology, I said, as a user, I want my robot to move from A to B to C to X. Take this information, put it here. They will code it according to that, and the robot will move exactly what they want. I will tell you, I work in a project where we build software for surgical. Sometimes people think the surgeon will just go and do it. No, the surgeon doesn't do it. The robot tells the surgeon what to do. He said, this is the consultant diagnose the illness, and then they map it and then put it on the robot. And then they send the X-ray to the robot and say, this is what the robot will do. And the surgeon will just go based on that X-ray and then cut that environment, remove what they want to do. So imagine if they give you wrong diagnosis and the robot, through the technology, the robot misplaced the system just do something abnormal. They will surely operate wrong thing. So what you are saying is based on the requirement, and the robot will perform exactly. And the security, as my brother will said, the database will collect the data, security will look at it and say, is this system secured? Can they perform what they want to? I'll leave with my brothers who are the security agent and the database to tell you. But I'm coming from the development part, how you develop a software until the software will execute what you want. So I'll leave it for them. Maybe they can have something to add. But that's how IT guys think. You give us the information and we will develop what you want.
Okay. Yeah. No, so I just wanted to.
Oh, go, Bob. Go.
No, so I just wanted to add that. So what Sister Marie has just told us is, that's artificial intelligence displaying, right? Robotic process automation. So what you've done is, we remember our definition, you process how you can augment your process or create new one. So what this robot is doing now has elevated and help you to optimize your job. What you are doing, rather than you running or somebody running down to the nursing station to collect the medication, through artificial intelligence, through digital transformation, you are able to do your task without leaving your nursing stations or your nursing station or your patient. But AI, this is artificial intelligence working here for you. It's a repetitive task. Like Colin said, this thing, the robot has been programmed. It has gone through all kinds of tests. And each time you need a medication or need something, what happens? You program it, right? They program it, say you're going to floor 5, room 102, whatever. You program it, and the system has gone through all the tests, and it's a repetitive task, robotic process automation. So it is going to go get what it needs to do and then come back. This is a fine example of digital transformation, if you ask me.
Oliver, do you want me to go first?
Okay, let me just add a little bit also.
Okay.
Now as we talk about digital transformation, Auntie Mary, you will see that with the power of AI, once they program that machine with AI, they'll code it with the speed, because you did talk about the timing. They are going to code it. One of the requirements that's going to be there is the speed, and AI security is also going to be there to make sure that nobody, once you put your order in, it goes down to the pharmacy, so that they should not give wrong medication for you to administer. So there'll be security also for that part. That will leave the pharmacy downstairs to upstairs, and they can also create. It should not even come in the elevator with patients and employees. They can create another part that will pass in between the walls. It's medication or the size of they can take the biggest size of a med in the pack and put it inside within seconds. Once they've written that code with AI, the speed of AI also would push it immediately within 1 minute or 1 second, that you get it and administer the medication to the patient. So it's about the AI, the speed that the developers will write. No need, they can bypass elevator and put it through the walls to get in there, so that the speed within seconds, you guys will get it in the theater or wherever. I think that's just what I wanted to add also.
Okay, thank you, my brothers, for this contribution. So what I would like to let Mary know, the reason for, they call it robotic process automation, is in short is RPA. So the main reason or the aims of creating those robots is also to avoid the repetitive tasks, like my brothers just said, and also is also help for spreading the analytical jobs and also the decision making. So like Oliver was saying, the decision making, so this robot, when they send the robot out to you, the first thing the robot, they are greater for accuracy, and also operationally their efficiency. So this is the main reason why those robots were created. So in overall, those robots are working, make sure that the human resources for higher level jobs. So they're doing the job more than human, because it will be difficult for a woman to wake up and then take the medicine or drugs from first floor to the 6th floor, going up and down, up and down. It's this repetitive task. So that's the main reason why they created those robots. And then those robots, they make accurate decision. The decision is accurate. I can go there, put wrong medicine to the boss and then send it to you. But the robot, the job is accurate, and then the decision is efficiency. So this is what the main reason why those robots was created. So to create a accuracy decision. So thank you. I hope you get.
Let me just add to what Vincent have said. I remember last time we said something about here. We have robots that deliver food in our town. I live in the same town with Vincent, and they are so accurate. When they come, there is traffic. You know, the car is going. They go through the high street, through everything, and they can just signal and scan the whole environment. No car, they go through, and they can deliver the food right to your door. You know, first time you have delivery men and women, but now it's delivery robot. And they will come, your phone will ring. They said, oh, there's somebody in front of your door. You open, it's a robot. The robot will give your food to you. So how amazing is it? We are talking about digital transformation. And if we can have robot, you know, as a delivery people, pizza or whatever food you want, what else again do you want about digital transformation? That is how the world. Last time I said in a webinar, I said, don't be surprised in 10 or 15 years when we are dead and gone, we'll not have planes, we'll have flying aliens. We'll have something that can fly, you put on your back and will take you from here to Africa, from here to America. The only thing you need is visa and you are there. So I just want to end it there. Zaline, we are crazy about technology.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. I
Thank
thought
you.
I
Thank
bring
you.
this.
Go ahead.
I thought I bring this, they said, as we know, and on passive is going to be used by everybody one way or the other on our activities of daily living. I thought I should bring this so that you guys can, implement how this topic will affect an activity of daily living, so that some of us who are not techs will at least understand the process of what we are going through. That's all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Your answers were very intelligent, and I will now understand even better what I do and why it's done this way. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie. Great question, and it elicited great responses from the panel, so we appreciate your question today. All righty. Do we have any other comments or questions? I believe we're going to wrap it up. If not, I don't see any more comments or questions from the attendees here today. So we are going to wrap it up. Let's take it to the gallery so everybody can see one another. And I'm going to give my thanks, as I always do. I want to thank my co-host, Ron Hulbert, for moderating with me. I appreciate you all the time. Thank you. Thank you to Marty, who opens up our webinar for us. We appreciate him for doing that faithfully every Friday. He gives up his Friday for us. Thank you. We will never take you for granted. Thank you to our OTEC pros. Our OTEC pros, just so you know, they are not only presenting on Friday Night Live. Oh no, they're presenting on so much more. Let me add myself to the thingy. They're presenting on a lot of webinars. So just so you know, tonight is the first. The weekend starts on Friday night with Friday Night Live. Then tomorrow, they are going to be present at the OTEC Pros webinar at 11 a.m. Eastern. So you're welcome to join us. The link will be posted in the back office. Then subsequent to that, we go into the On Pass of Kenya webinar, which is also a public webinar that will be posted in the back office. And then we go on to the Julie and Milo show. Whoever can attend, everybody come on down. Julie and Milo have a great show. And then we have the PNG, Papua New Guinea webinar that is on Sunday at midnight. And our OTEC pros, whoever's available will speak there as well. So the topic will remain the same for all of those webinars, but we do welcome you to join us, because I feel that as you repeat and you learn it, the material a second or third time, you gain so much more, especially if it's new information. Thank you to Chris and Julie, who help out in the back end of our webinar. Thank you to Myra Aquino. She is now doing our promotional graphics. So the graphic that you see today, let's take it to the gallery. You see the one that says Friday Night Live in blue and white? That is Myra's work. And she does a really, really good job. And from her heart, she has offered to do the graphics for several of the webinars that involve the OTEC Pro. So we really thank her, because this is not my forte. Graphics is not what I do well. So, and she enjoys doing graphics. So thank you to her. Thank you to Bill Musk, because we use his Zoom background. It is the one that's a laptop, and there's a photo of the, an image of the Burj Khalifa. That's Bill Musk's work. Thank you to Bill Musk for that. Thank you to John Barilla, who monitors our webinar chat, which is an important component of a webinar, and it can go bad if it's not monitored, as everybody knows. So thank you, John. You work very quietly in the background, but you are a big part of our webinar. And most of all, we want to thank all of you for being here, because if you were not here, we wouldn't have this webinar. We're coming up on a year. Next month, we'll make 1 year. It's hard to believe that, this webinar has been going on for that full year. I mean, can you believe it? Ron? What do you think?
No, I can't.
Hard to believe, right? Oh my gosh.
But you know what? It's been a lot of fun. And we've met a lot of people all over the world. And it's because of our founders that we're here. So God bless everybody.
Yes. And Mike Ellis and Chris Johnson, Marty, were all part of that first webinar, and they're still with us today. We had Mike Ellis in the house. I don't know if he might have departed since then, but he was with us earlier. So, you know, he's been a supporter of our webinar, and we really thank him for supporting Friday Night Live. So any last words from the panel, especially from our OTEC pros? Did you want anybody have anything pressing to say? Just speak. Marty, do you want to have any parting words for us? Are you good?
I'm excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your contribution tonight. It was really cool. I loved it. Thank you, everybody. We're going to take it now to the gallery. Let me turn it to the gallery. And we're going to have an extended time for you to say bye-bye to another. I always believe in that everybody wants to say bye-bye to one another. So here I'm going to unmute.
Bye-bye.
Unmuting everybody now. Go for it, you guys.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye. Shalom.
Everybody.
That's great.
Next week. Same that time. Same that channel. On Helen Square. Hello, India. Great presentation.
You guys are great.
Oliver,
Bye, Kirion.
Get younger, Killian.
People on the other side.
From the United States.
Guys.
America.
I love you. Bye-bye.
Love you, Americans.
Bye.
Keep coming back now, India.
Bye, Julie.
Bye.
Night, Bruce.
Oh, did a good job.
Oh, they're still muted.
Danny, you're all over.
Where's everybody?
Mari, bye.
Oh, yeah, Rufus.
I'll get your name right one of these days, Merklin.
No, Mari, bye.
Bye, Christina.
Francesca.
Bye.
Tree frogs. There you are.
Bye.
Bye, John.
Thank you, Bilmast.
Bye.
I had to do the same again. I would, my friend.
PNG. Love you guys. We'll see you.
So Julie, hope you're well.
Bye-bye, PNG guys. See you Sunday morning.
Night, Bill.
Mafus.
Marie, I like what you did.
This is really long. Thank you so much.
Where are you?
See you, Shane.
Hello.
You guys.
Hey, Brother Richard.
On different pages.
Brother John.
You guys are all on
Auntie
different pages.
Bye, Surround Carter.
Bye.
Good night. Farewell.
Yeah, she has a surprise for us.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Fireworks.
Willie.
Yes, fireworks.
United States.
Bye.
Yeah, she has fireworks for us.
They won't let me in.